everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3 and Generation 3 of our Dark Moon Pack Legacy. Oh my goodness. Everybody, you can come on out now. It's safe. Oh my gosh. Okay, Rosetta, Badger, Argon, Mouse. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it, you guys. But literally just as we were celebrating how the den was starting to feel a little safe, if slightly flea infested, we ended up having another attack on our little puppies. I can't believe they came so close to doom and death and danger yet again. So that time it was an eagle, but we also were attacked by the Prospect Peak Stranger Wolves last time, and between that and all of the fleas, I feel like we're actually starting to get to the point where we might really move along with our pups and try to get over to one of the other dens that we have discovered. In particular, one of the dens that has a cave entrance, since that is what Catalina, our wonderful mate, has as her lifetime quest, is to be able to raise the pups in 3 different cave dens. So far we've only found like 3 of them over here. All of these ones are mostly coyote dens. I think this might even be a coyote den, so I think this is actually the cave den. And you know, after getting attacked that often, I'm really starting to put some serious thought into maybe moving the dens. But Catalina is actually beat up after that attack by the stranger wolves, and unfortunately Basil's also a little beat up, so let's actually go ahead and have a nap first. Oh, Mouse is playing with a tiny little stick. She's so cute. She's always playing with like the sticks and the bones that are lying around. And she just rolled onto her little back. Oh my gosh. But she is still so small and our runt of the litter. And I know Basil is really worried about her. He wants to make sure that all of his puppies have as much food as possible and grow up to be big and strong. Also, Catalina, that was beautifully done. The whole family will go ahead and let out some howls. I like it. I like it. And then let's go ahead and have a chunk of this meat that we brought back to the puppies. And we don't want anybody to be hungry, so we'll go ahead and we'll regurgitate some food for little Mouse. There we go. And Catalina regurgitated some food too, so hopefully they'll have what they need. But I am thinking that it might be a good idea to go ahead and try to get the pups up to maybe level, or I keep saying level, up to weight 10. And Rosetta and Argon are getting pretty close to there, and then we'll move. But until then, I mean, this is just such a nice den. I feel like Catalina and Basil are kind of dragging their feet to leave it, even though they know they probably need to soon, because it's just such a nice place. It's easy to go ahead and like reinforce territory in multiple spots in your own front yard. And usually there's plenty of food to eat rather close too. Alright, but we probably could do with strengthening our territory a little bit to the west today. Maybe going on a quick hunt. The pups, we really are getting close to 10 pounds with all of them too, which is really great to see. Heck! Oh gosh, and the pups are really starting to grow up a little bit and like follow their parents around and do some howling. Oh, that's just so precious. Oh, Argon's filling up on a little bit more food. Should we go to the west? We are getting kind of low on some of our territory marks. It would be so nice. Oh, we have almost lost a spot right to the north. Okay. All right, anybody else want to go ahead and have any more food? Basil's definitely the kind of parent who would be like, come on, a little more food. There's still more. Make sure you eat up, guys. Grow big and strong. Oh, they're so cute when they howl. All right, everybody ready? Inside you go then. We're gonna go make sure that Prospect Peak doesn't try to come and eat you guys. A fate that I think Basil is starting to take more and more seriously and be quite concerned about. Alright, well just be glad you weren't haunted all the way by dead wolves all over the place like your cousin, Demeter, Basil. That was sheer chaos before Demeter managed to find her den. I still remember that. Like, I actually had a dream about that the other day because it just felt so surreal. Like, our poor girl Demeter and her mate were just being haunted everywhere they went. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we'll go a little bit to the northeast just so we don't lose that spot. And, oh, there's a cougar nearby? Okay, well, we'll come back to the pups soon if there's a cougar nearby. But I think after all of the multiple threats that the pups have had on their life, like over and over and over again, they're starting to realize that the world is a dangerous place. I mean, they had a grizzly bear trying to claw its way into their tiny little cave den. So they're aware that this world would very much like to eat them. And they've actually taken that a lot more seriously than their dad even has. Are there some mule deer like right down there? There are some mule deer right down there. Should we go on a hunt? Well, we'll never feel any better than this, I suppose, and that hunt might lead us into a good spot. So let's do it! Alright, where do you think you're going, dinner? Nope, 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 nope. There we go, there we go. Come on. Oh, good! And she already had tripped and, like, bruised a leg or something. She was already weakened. Alright, let's wait for it for just a second. Come along the side. And then... got her. Okay, come on. Catalina will show up any second. Now, there she is! Oh, Catalina is such a good mate. She's always trying so hard to make sure she can contribute in her own way to the hunt. Alright, come on, Basil. Wait for your energy to get back up a little bit more, buddy. Well, you had the opportunity. Basil's definitely the kind where if he has the opportunity to take the bite, he will. Alright, we just don't want these guys to go too far outside of our territory. Oh, look at how beautiful it is just to watch these two hunt. Basil, ironically, has become one of the most enjoyable to watch when he does his hunts. And I'm not entirely sure. Like, just it turns out really beautifully. Alright, let's come out in front of the deer if we can. We'll outpace them and... Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, now we're in Prospect Peak territory. Alright, quickly, Catalina. Dang it. We don't want to lose this deer because this would be a really good dinner. Aw, man, here come the Prospect Peak wolves. No, 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 good. That was just a deer that we thought was a Prospect Peak wolf. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, there we go. Yes! Okay, how's this for their territory? Alright, this is actually really good territory of theirs, so we don't want to stay long. We were literally just trying to grab something to eat and run. Alright, there we go. Technically, this is good for the Prospect Peak Pack because they'll be able to enjoy the fruits of our hard labor with a carcass that we'll have to leave behind. Alright, no. Come on, come on, come on. Basil, you can do it. Fill your stomach. That's what you're very good at, buddy. And then let's pull off a chunk of the carcass. And let's see. Well, we can be a little sassy. I think the scent mark is, yeah, the scent mark's not anywhere close, but we'll be a little bit sassy and go ahead and mark here and there. Alright, now let's get out of here because I think I smelled the Prospect Peak Pack actually coming by. Oh! We were literally at the edge of their territory. Oh, thank goodness. Huh. Well, I'm really glad we solidified that then. And then we can kind of loop around and try to remark some of our other territory. But really, the whole point... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, Prospect Peak Stranger Wolves! Are they coming? Oh, no, we're going into their zone! Abandoned ship to the south! Yeah, we don't want to mess with them. Basil's not that confrontational. And it smells like... Oh, they were coming into our territory! Okay, they looped around. As they should. Rude. McRudesons. Alright, we'll keep going west. It looks like they were actually chasing some mule deer as well, so maybe we're even. But still, we want to be cautious about that. We don't want them to get used to the idea that they can just stroll into Moonpack territory, especially not with keeping a close eye on the pups like we are. Alright, so maybe we'll go ahead. We might mark a little more territory and then really veer down and get back to the pups. Are they sleeping right now? No, they're busy playing. Look at that! Mouse is 9 pounds now! Yes, okay, so I think we are getting closer to being able to go ahead and move dens. I think it's a pity there's not any dens around here, but it makes sense because we're next to one of the permanent places where the Prospect Peak Pack will always be able to control that zone. I guess we could consider that like that zone of inheritance, where they're just always going to have a presence there. Alright, we'll mark here real quick. And then I think we'll go ahead and move down, because if we need to reclaim a spot, that's not a big deal. And our boy is getting a little tired. And the more time we spend at the den right now, feeding the puppies, which would be, of course, Basil's idea of being a good wolf parent, then the faster that they will actually grow up, so that we'll be able to go ahead and get them to a brand new den. And it's really exciting seeing how we kind of have like this castle over here. I could see this becoming a new spot for the Dark Moon pack, especially because it has such an excellent location where we can really survey the stars from the top of that mountain peak. It really is one of the most beautiful dens that we've come across anywhere in Yellowstone. It makes me want to really keep an eye out for those kinds of vistas, those places where you could just look and see the gorgeous natural world when Chips and I get a chance to go to Yellowstone. One day. I've never been. Have you guys been to Yellowstone? If I was going to go, maybe sometime in autumn, would you guys have any recommendations about where I could go to really just see the beauty of the world as you saw it when you went? Also, Badger! Come on out, boy! Come here. We've got some food for you. There we go. We'll go ahead and regurgitate a little bit. Leave that for the pups. We'll go ahead and howl because Basil's feeling super happy. He actually managed to finish a hunt without turning into like a walking doormat for a bunch of hooves. And we'll play with the puppies for a minute. As they're getting bigger and as the flea load is getting worse in here, they're not nearly as patient as they used to be, and their affinity goes down a lot faster, and they need more affinity to stay put. But I think they're pretty well behaved. Whoops, I didn't mean to... No, sorry. Sorry, guys. I just sent you some very mixed messages about if you need to go in or not. Argon is still... I think Argon's the most cautious, then. Because I accidentally told them to all go into their den, and Argon was like, I'm on it. I don't want to die. And meanwhile, Badger, I think, is a little bit slower than his siblings. But that's just because... I think he's more apt to just stay by his parents' side rather than realize that, you know, he should probably go and try to preserve himself from getting somewhere else. Ah, cool down. No more socializing with the pups. Fine. If that's the way it's going to be, we're going to take a nap. Wait, Rosetta? Rosetta? Rosetta, that is way too far, young lady. That is asking to become a coyote snack? Alright, your dad's gonna go ahead and pick you up. And we're gonna put her right down here. And then we'll go ahead and everybody take a nap. Now that everybody has full bellies, Basil's idea of a very good time at the den, we'll go ahead and see what we can do with our little pups now. But I think everybody is... I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I don't want to jinx it. And I've jinxed a lot of things with Basil. But I'm hopeful that everyone is going to make it. He's a good father. We only have 4 pups to worry about. Oh, Catalina's helping to feed too. Yay! The pups seem to be growing well. We'll offer some food to Rosetta. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm sure everything is going to be fine. And are we close to... Oh, the flea load is just off the charts. So since Argon is almost 10 pounds, I think we'll go ahead and as soon as he hits 10 pounds, we will actually start the big journey heading to a new den. I think we need to come over to this den actually. And that will mean definitely strengthening up quite a bit of our territory to the west. But you know what? We'll go ahead, we'll let Argon eat, and I think we'll get a move on. The day is beautiful. We love staying here, but the flea load has reached kind of like a critical mass of being, you know, up there at 40%, which puts the pups at risk of getting a little sick. Our affinity is as high as it can be. Argon, are you good? Catalina is super happy. Rosetta's coming on over for a little snack. Oh, look at him! Argon's actually practicing his pouncing and he got a little bone to play with. Oh, they're so cute. And they're also so itchy. But all right, guys, I think this is it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to move to a brand new den. And the den that we have chosen is actually very far away. So I'm kind of nervous about that. But I think especially with all the pups scritching and scratching as much as they are, this is the right thing to do. So all right, if you guys could, do please leave a like for our little pups and for the Dark Moon pack, and the hope that we will be able to travel safely to the brand new den with all of these precious little ones. Basil has really fallen in love with his children, so I'm really hoping nothing bad will happen to them, but they've obviously gotten so much bigger already, oh my goodness. And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.